Sure. I mean, Andrew and I were talking about this topic this morning about the global financial, maybe it's a crisis, maybe it's not. I didn't turn on the TV this morning. What does this mean for digital media, and then specifically for rich media, I guess, down to this, the question from Jason there. In my point of view, budgets are going to increasingly keep shifting to online. Number one, from a pure performance play perspective, funny setup. So the rise of performance networks, I think we're going to see more and more budget shifting into there, buying on direct response metrics, clicks, CPA, so on and so on, and publisher networks growing in this basis. Where I see rich media being able to help advertisers, though, is that in general, branding efforts for marketers have been done through traditional media, TV, print, radio, outdoor. And these are traditionally more expensive medias to be involved in. We still not have seen a great use by brands of online as a branding medium. And if it is cheaper to brand online, if online is a cheaper medium to buy into, then I think that we're going to see an increasing growth in brands, particularly FMCG guys, who are all about their branding metrics, actually growing their use of online and their use of rich media for brand impact. It's cheaper for them, it's more efficient to buy into there, they're trying to save costs, they're not going to buy as expensive TV, print, outdoor, radio, they're going to transition this money into online and try and do their brand performance campaigns in there. That's my opinion, and I think Andrew also pointed out well there that rich media does then on the direct response side produce some very strong performance over and above just simple standard banners.
Just to add to that is, as I pointed out before, I think online media is one of the only media that you can actually track and measure the real effectiveness, the real result, as compared to the other traditional media, where you can't really see, point out how many people have seen it, how long, what's the duration that they have spent, really paying attention to that particular ad. Whereas online advertising really use these measurements to use so that you can give it back to the marketers to show them, what's the effectiveness. So are you still, not? I don't want to use the word waste, but are you going to still invest, a large portion of your budget to traditional media as compared to online media? You asked a question about what's going to be something new, right? There are something new that, as you've seen one of the graphs that showed the survey, like what types of ads is more effective. You see that the top rank is social media. So, and also Lynn mentioned about Facebook too, right? So there's something what we call like viral marketing is going on. But viral marketing is not only that doing like placements, like media buys, but also creating a campaign that utilizing the new Web 2.0 scenario to really engage the users and let the users decide what kind of ad or what kind of message or what kind of information that they want to get. So everybody uses Facebook now, right? And you can add like different applications or widgets or gadgets that you can use on your pages. And these are actually a very, very good tool or good vehicle for the advertisers, for marketers to promote their brands or to promote their products, services. And actually one of the trend of rich media ads is going this direction as well, where the tools or applications can be tracked or can be served so that you can measure the effectiveness of these kind of like free application of free media placements on the social network sites.
I had a prototype in my taxi, but I left it there. I think in the end everybody knows that every channel is becoming digital, right? TV is going to be done by digital signals. Radio is going to be done by digital, outdoor is going to be done by digital, so the ability to track all of this through one platform is going to become key and measure across very common metrics. And as far as what's coming with it, Andrew, you want to help me out there, buddy?
in terms of outdoor, I went to the US like a couple months ago and then see the outdoor billboards, nowadays are actually using LCD TV to show like movies. Instead of putting a movie poster, they're now putting out a movie, not the trailer, but also it's a poster, but it's moving, like the two characters, but they're staying there. And as long as people have been walked past by, they start telling you, hey, come and touch me, and I'll show you the trailer. So also, involving the technology like touch screen, right, so that people can actually touch on it, just watch the trailer right there on the street in front of a billboard or like a poster stand. Okay, so I think that's something that we can look into. As Ross pointed out, everything is going digital, so it will be a digital, signal. And also combining the touchscreen technology of all these devices, we can, as if like you're sitting in front of a computer and interacting with the ads there.
It reminds me, actually, I was in Beijing earlier in the week, and everyone knows the TVs in the elevator lifts now. And to my point about a platform needing to be the first step, I think, is that in Beijing, I was told that the video coming through these televisions is not a centralized data feed. There is about 1 billion blokes running around Beijing updating it with new CDs every week. This is a challenge. So for a first step, I really think that a common platform is going to be what's required until we can really start to make the most of these other channels. A bit on the personalisation thing I wanted to mention, giving them your control, and this links in with Jason's presentation on behavioural targeting, is that you do have the capabilities with rich media today to actually track how the viewer interacts within the ad, and then the next exposure show them specific creative relevant to their behaviour. In the example of a credit card company, for example, you might have 3 different credit cards in the banner. Someone rolls over the budget credit card option for longer than the other 2 options. You are then able to track that, and the next time you reach that person with your campaign, actually show them specific budget-related credit card creative, making the ads more relevant based on previous behaviour within the ads themselves. And this is something that is possible today, combining rich media with behavioural targeting to improve campaign results. In the end, the goal is to present as relevant an ad as possible at the relevant time. And this helps us as a first step.